playing inside out. Their inside guys have to be effective to force Georgetown to collapse.
Zone here by the Cardinals. Dump down for Hibbert. The assist to Green. Guards got a little away from the team concept, so he's coming off the bench tonight.
Louisville's now gone almost 5 minutes without a bucket, and they're getting hammered here. They go to zone and they go high-low to Hibbert. They go to man, and Hibbert goes back door on him.
2-3 zone. Dangerous pass that barely got through the defense, and Hibbert jams it home.
Well, part of that created by the gamble by Earl Clark to try to...
Haven't had a lot of back doors tonight. Haven't really needed them. They've just passed the ball so well. They've gotten high percentage looks like that.
Well, the reason why you get back doors is when a team is obviously trying to take away your perimeter shooters. Well, the big reason for that high field goal percentage, obviously, are the big guys, and particularly Roy Hibbert leads the conference in field goal percentage, around 71%.
Georgetown 0 for 3, but finally, Roy Hibbert scores. He's averaging close to 14 per game in conference play. Golden Eagles, who are 5-1 on the road this year, including a victory at Pittsburgh. Entry pass to Hibbert, turns and scores over Barrow.
Well, the middle guy on that zone, Usman Barrow, needs some help. Ball movement, and again, guys continue to move on Marquette on the offensive end. Guys continue to persevere and even get bounces that go their way. But
Hibbert gives Georgetown the lead back as he gets away from Barrow. That's 10 points now for Roy Hibbert. And then James has it blocked by Hibbert on the other end. Georgetown can hold for the final shot of the half.
We've talked about it.
Down before it goes out of play.
And that kind of rebound sap guy, those are so important, the long rebounds that the guards have to run down.
Hibbert this time with a catch and the one-handed stop. 12 points now for Hibbert.
Feel bad for Barrow. Nothing he can do about it. They get the ball up in the air where Hibbert can get his hands in junior.
How about Jarrell McNeil? 11 points in the second half for Marquette. The Golden Eagles within 1. They go back to Hibbert on the other end.
Old school, the swinging hook. We used to call it the swinging gate, but you go back to some of the old school moves like that, and the defenders don't know what to think.
Green down low, turns it over into the hands of Mike Cook.
Well, this now without Gray, this Pitt team smaller and more athletic.
Right away, rejection row is served up. Hibbert gets involved. There's Aaron. Should take a look at
because by matter of fact, you have to win on a neutral site to win the championship and in the tournament, and you build a great regular season record on the road.
Hibbert goes with a jump hook in the lane. First bucket for the Hoyas, 3.5 minutes deep. Pitt considered unique. No backdoor cuts for points in the first half for the Hoyas.
Pitt, a very capable defensive team.
Hibbert with a jump hook in the lane.
That's passed by Jeff Green, but I really think the middle of the lane where it says Big East right there in the orange part of the lane and along the short court zone.
This isn't bad either.
Hibbert scored over Watkins. Hibbert started February with 3 straight 20-point games against St. John's, Louisville, and Marquette. Then had a couple of single-digit performances before he bounced back with 12 in the win over Pitt Saturday. That was an electric building in downtown Washington, D.C.
Well, the big fella, such a great target here. He can go with either hand, Ted. He's learned how to use the dribble on occasion.
Well, he's got very good footwork. Not a superior athlete, but if Darrell Watkins is simply going to play behind him, he's...
Orlando area, the son of Doc Rivers, the coach of the Celtics.
He is a driver primarily, not a shooter, so you can play him for the drive.
Going to get better. Nice post entry. Boy, does he seal off Hibbert.
In the basket, good for him to get in a rhythm early.
Jeff Green of Georgetown, really a point forward. He initiates a lot. Good drive by Summers, probably the most active player out there. Nice follow by the big fella Hibbert.
The center stepping up on cue, accounting for their first 2 points in the round.
This is Jeremiah Rivers, most know the son of Doc Rivers, coach of the Boston Celtics.
You can see UConn made that run with Green out of the game. They needed him back on the floor.
Mike Jaminski, I am so impressed with the mobility of the big fella Hibbert to take it to the basket.
Well, and this is not only catching it down in the low post or in the box, but how about squaring it up, a couple of dribbles, and finishing with the right hand.
10-1 run and the biggest lead of the game.
And against a team that has trouble scoring, 13 points, a lot to overcome for UConn.
Good pass. Oh, G-man, I am so impressed with the passing of the big fella Hibbert. Wow.
And we talked about him opening up passing lanes, one of the few backdoor cuts that Georgetown has gotten. The reason, this is just old school basketball. Give and go. Summers finishing down the lane.
Florida has not played great down the stretch. North Carolina has not played great.
Interested to hear where you think this Hoya's team might fit as well as they go inside to Hibbert. Count it.
Interesting that Jim Calhoun going small outside and Kelly just a mismatch. The great feed inside. Right, Hibbert just having his way in the paint.
And the big fella showing all kinds of talent. 17 points on the afternoon for the big fella from Georgetown. Hoya's on top, 55-38.
And the little jump hook fell off, wound up with Summers. 3.5 minutes played. There's been one basket in the game. A three by Georgetown's Jeff Green.
No, not a good foul out.
Juan Summers, excuse me. Sorry, Bill.
Wow. Not bad, huh?
Hibbert's already been more effective in the opening 4 minutes of this game than he was in the first two games, maybe combined.
Right.
Georgetown, one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're giving up 56.5 points per game. That's best in the Big East. And pitching a shutout right now, more than 4 minutes in.
And one of the reasons, anytime Villanova's gotten the ball inside, Roy Hibbert has been there to block shots. Blocked 2 already. That gives him 72 on the season, and on offense, the big 7-footer, when double teamed, you give him a little bit of an opening. How many 7-footers can put the ball on the floor going to their left like that out of a double team? That was pretty impressive.
Very few.
Had several from beyond the NBA line yesterday. And you wonder about the legs for Georgetown on those long, or for Villanova on those long jump shots. Sapp sent it inside to Hibbert, and Hibbert has 4. Patrick Ewing.
Shooters, and they're making such smart passes. You know, you have a good shot, but pass it up to get it to a teammate for a better shot.
Wow, trying to beat him with the dribble.
Hibbert took it away from Reynolds.
And Villanova was trying to go motion on that last possession, but it certainly didn't work out very well.
They lobbed it in to Hibbert. He got behind Shane Clark, and a technical
out from the middle. And that gives Notre Dame a great deal of confidence to put it on the floor and beat people off the bounce.
Just as we've seen Marquette try to do that when they played Pittsburgh with Aaron Gray. Notre Dame trying to get Hibbert out of a comfort zone in this game. Zeller playing with 2 fouls, and Hibbert spins right around him for the flush.
Now more and more, not amazed, but certainly impressed with Roy Hibbert and his mobility, increased mobility.